Yo, haha, Milt never said. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Milt never said coming back with another sneaker review, but I'm gonna kind of tie certain things that's been happening today. I know you heard the news regarding the Nike VP resigning due to speculation and stories of what's happened with his son and his reselling business. So I want to kind of tie, or see if I can tie this release, which is the Air Jordan 1 Silver Toes, to what happened, or at least what transpired today. So before we get in the shoe, actually, you know what? Let's get in the shoe, because I want to knock this out real quick. This shoe is not a personal pair, because if you remember on my cop video, I was not able to get a personal pair because I wear extended sizes. So when Nike did the, I think it was the Sneakers Pass for different cities in terms of sneaker releases, they had the extended sizes, which was cool. The problem is when release day happened for the Jordan, or the Air Jordan 1 Silver Toes, extended sizes were gone. So the highest size you could probably get was 10.5 in men's. And I know you probably wonder where I'm getting at with the whole VP story, but I'm gonna get there momentarily. But this shoe, I cannot do a on feet per se, but this is a size 9.5 in women's, and that's actually my wife's size. So this actually might work out, but minus the on feet. So let me take a look at the shoe real quick, and I'm gonna kind of tie some certain things together, and we're gonna talk about that whole VP son story momentarily. And the shoe, what I'm seeing right now, this shoe looks nice. Looks nice. Now shout out to Nike, because I know you guys had like some shipping issues due to the whole weather, and I understand that. I expected, let me put these down here, I expected the delay, so it's no biggie. But let's get straight into the shoe real quick, and then again I'm gonna touch a little bit on that story. So of course it comes with that little hang tag, Jordan 1 hang tag. This is kind of like a rendition of the Air Jordan 1 Gold Toes, minus the fact that it had the patent leather towards like the mud guard. They kind of replaced it with this fine, and I want to say fine, premium leather. This is really, really good premium leather. And also the back of this kind of reminds me towards the collar and the heel. It has where it has like the silver wrinkled leather. It kind of reminds me of, what was that shoe called? The Air Jordan 1, I think it was Pass the Torch, right? The Kawhi Leonard's that's selling for like crazy amount of dollars, except that version had the patent leather, whereas this has like the regular leather, but it's like this wrinkled leather. Now I'm gonna take the inserts out, because I think when I do the little toe box test, that the kickback's gonna be pretty sweet. Usually with these shoes, especially Air Jordan 1s, I like to see how that tip is. Let me put this right here so you can see it. Man, this is some soft leather. Oh my God, this is soft. I like that the fact that it has like, it almost feels like, it's got a nylon tongue, but the inside just feels so smooth. It's almost like silk. The materials are pretty similar to the Jordan 1 satin snakeskins that released not too long ago, but I think that this colorway is more neutral, so you can wear it with a lot more different colors. I think they hit this out the park, but again, I wasn't able to get my size in these Air Jordan 1 Silver Toes. Hopefully when the Air Jordan 1 Shadow, I think it's a 2.0s that come out in May, hopefully I can get my hands on those and get a pair of those, since I wasn't able to get the Silver Toes that you see before you. But of course, got the whole Michael Jackson shoelaces as a spare, and I'm saying that because of the whole gloves thing, which you probably see a picture right here. Of course, I'm cracking jokes, but the shoe overall is dope, and it looks really, really, really good. Again, extended sizes were not available. So let's get back to the story, and we'll get back to the shoes. And I'm gonna show you how all this kind of may or may not tie together. So the story comes out with Nike's VP son, allegedly, again, this is allegedly, using his mom's credit card to purchase $132,000 worth of shoes. My first thought, initial reaction to this storyline was, why are you using your parents' credit card to purchase that amount of shoes. I get that you want to do it for your business. I get the hustle. I respect that. I know a lot of kids out there do that. Please, for the love of God, and I know you guys use bots, stop bringing unnecessary attention to yourself. The minute you start purchasing using credit cards and using your parents' credit cards nonetheless to rack up all this profit, realize that 2-3 years later down the line, IRS is going to be knocking at the door, and it's not the kids that's going to get in trouble, at least from the IRS standpoint, because it's in your parents' name. So if anything, you're getting your parents in trouble when the IRS starts knocking on the door saying, what is this? You get what I'm saying? So that's just a whole nother side to it. But anyway, going back to the story, it's allegedly that reported that the VP's son kind of started getting investigated when he decided to use that credit card to, of course, use bots and purchase an insane amount of Yeezy 350 Zions, which was last year. Now, that was well known that it should have been a good number of stock for a lot of people. We know bots were involved. However, that shoe for some turned out to be harder to get than most people anticipated. So come to find out, again, it's allegedly that he used a credit card to purchase those shoes, Zion, Yeezy 350 Zions, used it for his store and resold it and made somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000 worth of profit. Now, of course, I say allegedly, but it doesn't help. And again, I say this, even though his face will be blurred out here, it doesn't help when you're taking pictures with the Yeezy 350 Zions. And again, his face is blurred out. So it may or may not be him, although the name on his Instagram account is similar to his resale company. Okay? Go back to last year. This is around when the pandemic started flaring up and people started noticing on the sneakers app, even though it was hard to cop shoes, it was now harder to cop shoes. And it started with what shoe? The Jordan 1 Court Purples. And of course, there's a picture that surfaced from the same Instagram account from the same person. Again, it's allegedly because you can't see the face, so it's not like you can say it's him. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we had a little issue with these guys, right? Again, sneakers pass happened. Extended size were available, and during the release date, extended sizes were not available. So now it begs the question, did he play any part of the fact that there was lack of extended sizes? Not to say he's not the only one, because trust me, I know a lot of people out there is doing bots, and they're taking stock by the boatload and making it harder for people like us to acquire shoes. And I get it. That's part of the game. But because of this story coming out, now all eyes are on Nike, especially because of this Air Jordan 1 University Blue that's about to come out this Saturday. So now people are starting to wonder, does he have any impact on those shoes as well? I hope this is not the case. But I can tell you right now, the pictures did not do them any justice. The fact that he took pictures with Yeezy 350s, again, it's alleged that this is him. Allegedly, this is him taking pictures with the Yeezy 350s. And that's where the whole investigation started. So there's proof right there. People started noticing the Court Purples were hard to get. And from there on, the sneakers app was pretty much unbearable for a lot of people because they couldn't cop shoes. Controversy right there when you're taking photos with a whole bunch of Court Purples. So hopefully, and again, this is the only time we'll tell what's going to happen from the future on in terms of not just the sneakers app, but foot sites and things like that in terms of shipment products, stocks, and stuff like that. How is that going to influence the sneaker community? Will we see more dubs from manual users on the sneakers apps? Who knows? But University Blue, the UNC Jordan 1s, hopefully all goes smooth to a certain point. I know a lot of people can't cop everything, but I would hate to see another incident, especially on the streets, for shoes like this, right? Because we all know what happened in Chicago. Of course, the speculation of what shoe it was they may have been fighting about. Maybe it was the Air Jordan 1 silver toes, maybe not. But to avoid stuff like that, not to justify the actions of what they did, because really you shouldn't be doing the whole shooting and anything like that for any type of shoe. But that's what flares up frustration. You got people flexing, not just him, again, not the VP, the Suns VP, but a lot of other people flexing. And of course, they're not going to speak out to the sources where they're getting their shoes from. But sometimes flexing like this, here's my friendly advice to everybody in the YouTube sneaker community, everybody out there, if you're just a sneakerhead. I go by the way of life, and I'll put it this way. Less attention is always the best attention. Let that sit in, just let it sink for a second. Less attention is the best attention. How much do you think that those photos, the Instagram photos, may or may have not influenced the decision for Nike and the VP to part ways with, again, the allegations with her son and the resale company that he had? You know, if these photos never surfaced, if he stayed low, not to say this is a good thing, but less attention, I'm just going to say this again, is the best attention. I'm not known to sit there and flex for anything like that, because I just wear my shoes to wear my shoes. And if I like a shoe that I like to kind of have on in hand to review, to kind of show you guys what it looks like and whatnot, I'll go from there. But the whole flexing and I got X amount of shoes and I got stacks of dollars, money, I don't even get that anymore, because this is a whole digital world anyway. But the stacks of dollars towards your ears and all that stuff, come on. You know, so again, going back to these Jordan 1 Silver Toes, with the extended sizes gone during release date, and it wasn't just this release, it wasn't this shoe release where the extended sizes were gone before the actual release date on the sneakers app. How many other shoes were impacted? How many times was he involved? And again, Nike kind of nipped it in the bud. They came to a mutual agreement with the VP. VP resigns. But unfortunately for the sneaker community, this is going to be a long discussion about the way things are being sold, who's backdooring the who. We already saw what happened with the trophy rooms. That's been another story, but that's a whole other news line. So, your boy Magnificent, Air Jordan 1 Silver Toes. Again, I was able to cop a pair for my wife. Was not able to cop a pair for me. But it's all good, because you know my theory. On to the next shoe. I was able to get a couple pairs in from Nike today, so I'll be doing those reviews kind of later, but I just wanted to kind of knock this out the park to a certain point and kind of tie this together. I was getting ready to do this review prior to the whole release of the vice president getting caught, not the vice president, but her son getting caught with the whole, again, allegedly. And then I started thinking about all these scenarios like, man, you know what? Makes you wonder about that. So comment below. Let me know what you think. I want to hear what you guys have to speak on in terms of the whole allegations of the Nike former VP, her son, and how it ties to certain releases, the Core Purples, the Silver Toes. We already know what time it is with the Yeezy 350 Zions. So yeah, just comment below, because I'm curious to see how that kind of translates on paper. And I will be watching the comments, because I know other people will be talking about this eventually, especially when more news will eventually come out, because that's the way I see this. Your boy Magnificent, Jordan 1 Silver Toes. Jordan, you guys did a fantastic job, or at least Jordan Brand, Nike, you guys did a fantastic job with this shoe and its release, because you're looking out for the women, and I'm pretty sure they appreciate it. But man, I wish we could have these events. I wish this was a men's release. It's all good. Your boy Magnificent, I am out, and you guys stay blessed.